Assemblymember Hernandez, we're at item number 14, AB 2062. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and members. With your permission. Thank you. I present to you Assembly Bill 2062, legislation that advances health and safety by establishing minimum education and certification standards for surgical technologists. Surgical technologists are the only team members of an operating room who are unregulated. This lack of regulation results in a greater risk of patient harm. Skillful surgical technique protects patients from life-threatening infections, malfunctioning equipment, and surgical errors, such as foreign retained objects and wrong body parts. No one should have to worry that they have been made worse off because a member of the trusted team with one of the most delicate medical procedures does not have any basic education or training. Assembly Bill 2062 will close the knowledge gap in the operating room by requiring education, training, and certification of surgical technologists in California. Health facility employers will be required to only hire a certified surgical technologist who has completed a nationally accredited educational program or a military training program. Surgical technologists who are currently employed will be grandfathered in, and recent graduate students of surgical technologist training programs will have up to a year to achieve certification. I'm offering amendments to address the concerns raised by the plastic surgeons in comment number 6, as well as amendments to address the committee's concern in comment number 8 of the analysis, which will require grandfathered surgical technologists to complete equivalent continuing education requirements. These amendments are being passed out right now. Assembly Bill 2062 is sponsored by SEIU California and supported by the California Labor Federation, the Association of Surgical Technologists, Kaiser Permanente, the California Dietetic Association, the California Health Collaborative, and the National Board of Surgical Technology and Surgical Assisting. Assembly Bill 2062 will drive down healthcare costs, improve the safety of surgical procedures, and increase health quality for patients who undergo surgery. This bill passed the Assembly with strong bipartisan support and has received no votes. With me here today is Yitskhaq Abraham, a certified surgical technologist at Kaiser West Los Angeles, here to speak in support.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, members of the Senate Health Committee. My name is Yitskhaq Abraham. I'm a member of SEIU-UHW West and also an employee at Kaiser West Los Angeles. I appreciate the opportunity today to speak to you, to step from behind the mask and discuss today the role of the surgical technology in the operating room. I've been practicing for the last 12 years in different surgical environments across the country as a surgical technologist. We also call scrubs or operating room technicians. We assist in surgeries under the supervision of surgeons and registered nurses. The surgical technologist is in the trenches next to the doctors as their second set of hands during the surgeries. The surgical technologist is vital to the members of the operating room team. However, there are no education or training standards for us in the state of California at this time. Before an operation, the surgical technologist helps prepare the operating room by setting up the surgical instruments and equipment and sterile drapes and sterile solutions. We help position patients on the operating room table and cover them with sterile drapes, and the surgical technologist also assists the surgical team in putting on their sterile gowns and gloves. During the surgery, the surgical technologist pass instruments as well as other sterile supplies to the surgeons and the surgical assistants. We hold retractors, cut sutures, help count sponges and needles and supplies and surgical instruments. With the amount of direct patient care that we provide, it's imperative that the technologist is highly skilled and aware of the surgical techniques. Because in the middle of surgery, we do not have the time to ask questions, so we have to know our role, otherwise there are drastic consequences to the patient. I can tell you as a surgical technologist for over 12 years that attending an accredited program and maintaining my certification has made a significant difference in my ability to assist the doctor in providing positive patient outcomes. Let me put this in perspective for you. The person who styles your hair or cuts it is required to have a minimal education and a license in the state of California before he's able to work. Even though the surgical technologists are vital to the lives of the surgical patient and in this most pivotal time, there are no minimal requirements for us. So I think it's imperative that the bill AB 2062 passes because it will address this oversight. Thank you for your time and opportunity to speak to you.